Hey y'all, Eric here. Just doing a short video before I head to bed after spending time with my class tonight for the Networking Plus with CPCC and CompTIA. Um, on my way back, I was on Instagram and I tried to post my perspective comment to a post from the USA Startup One. I don't follow them. It just happened to show up today. But because most of my posts happen to involve politics, is probably why they're on here, and I looked them up. So anyway, the post is in reference to Donald Trump. And it says, Trump is about to declare two sitting U.S. senators illegitimate, not a tweet, a planned,
Breaking news.
if you can listen to it. It said breaking news, so I stopped.
Breaking news.
So you can watch it. You may not be able to see it, but I'll just go ahead and read it. Trump is about to declare two sitting U.S. senators illegitimate, not a tweet, a planned announcement, possibly tonight. Ossoff and Warnock were elected by millions of Georgians, certified by a Republican, upheld by the courts. He wants to erase them anyway, and this is how it starts. So I tried to post. To this. And here is verbatim the words that I was using in this post. And I said the following: Donald Trump can call anyone illegitimate that he wants to. However, keep it in perspective. We're talking about the President of the United States, who is a convicted felon. Not once, not twice, a 56-time convicted felon. He is also an adjudicated rapist. Not to mention, for additional receipts, the most impeached president, and using a phrase that he likes to use, the most impeached president in the history of this country. Once he acknowledges his own illegitimacy, again, he can call anybody illegitimate that he wants to. Doesn't make it true. But his illegitimacy absolutely is true. And mind you, remember, were it not for Senators Ornoff and Warnock, the two senators from the state of Georgia, they won because of Democrats. And Trump, as a reminder to all of you, he needed 12,000 votes to win Georgia. He called the Attorney General of Georgia and told him to find him 12,000 votes. Fortunately for us, that AG decided to side on the side of the law, the rule of law, and said no, and certified the election as is, and as was voted by the people of Georgia. So again, I will ask you, who is the legitimate one here, the illegitimate one here? Is it the two senators from Georgia, or is it the sitting president of the United States of America? Now, I'm not actually saying that he is an illegitimate president because Kamala Harris should have won. No, I put that at the feet on, first, the 89 million people who chose not to vote, and my black and brown brothers who sided with Trump because they couldn't vote and put the crown on a black woman. Even though they call black and brown women their queens. Well, apparently she wasn't royal enough to be the president. But I digress. Well, anyway, my point of this is my post didn't go through. Now, mind you, you can rewind this video to hear it again, but there was nothing inflammatory in my post at all. Nothing. There was not a single thing in that post that wasn't the truth. He is a convicted felon 56 times. He is an adjudicated rapist. A court decided that. And just look it up. He has been impeached more times than any other president in the history of this country. None of those things are untrue. This ain't two truths and a lie game. All three of those things are true. Yet Instagram said that I was being disrespectful based on their rules. And they rejected my post. Now, mind you, there was another post from JD Vance. Excuse me, not from JD Vance. I'm not going to hijack this video talking about the hillbilly. But there was another post, and it escapes me right now. Let's see if I can find it. There was another post. Oh, and it escapes me. About, what was it about? What was it about? No, not Lindsey Graham. So I did make a post on that. Oh, Mike Whatley. Michael Whatley, the Republican candidate for senator in North Carolina. Michael Whatley's campaign did not allow 3 vetted journalistic teams to come into his campaign speech in a city that escapes me because I can't find the post. I can't find the post. But here it is. Here it is. Michael Whatley campaign bans media outlet for covering campaign event. And essentially the story is, Brian Anderson, a reporter with the Assembly, a North Carolina-based media outlet, was denied entry to an event in Raleigh for Michael Whatley, the Republican nominee for U.S. Senate. Anderson had RSVP'd to the event, but the campaign threatened to call police if he didn't leave. Reporters with North Carolina Newsline were also denied entry. Following this encounter, Anderson attempted to RSVP for a separate Whatley campaign event. He was told no one from the Assembly would be credentialed. Following that encounter, Anderson attempted to do it again to another campaign and was told yet again no one from the Assembly will be credentialed. My post on that, let's see, because I did a post on that, and give me a second here to go through them. Because some of the comments were hidden because Instagram saying they might be offensive. One of the ones they said might be offensive is they hate that First Amendment 2A only. But I didn't get a notification. But yet again, my post is not on here. And on the other one, I let Instagram know that they were incorrect. So maybe I will be able to see something. But anyway, on this post, I also addressed First Amendment. So much for the First Amendment right of freedom of press. So yeah, it's happening. It's happening. It's finally got around to me. It's happening. And I'll just say something. I'm nobody. I'm not. I speak up. but I'm nobody. The only thing that I can say that I have is that I'm a sitting member of the Charlotte Business Inclusion Advisory Committee. Um, but I've only had one meeting. My term is for 3 years, but I haven't even been onboarded yet. So what am I doing? I have a YouTube channel. Lots of people know that I have a YouTube channel. But if anybody's a threat, it's the other people who I support. Brian Tyler Cohen, Aaron Parnas, Harry Sisson, those people, the Midas Touch, Brian Tyler Cohen, um, Don Lemon, Joe, I can't pronounce his name right unless he says it first. But he's on there, Joe Caccioli. It's an Italian name. Keith Edwards, all of them. But yeah, so Instagram apparently is coming after me. They haven't blocked me. They didn't lock up my account, but this is what's happening. Suppression of free speech. And again, I didn't say anything in either of those posts that were threatening. Also, there's been a lot of fervor about Israel in the news lately and about the genocide of the Gaza Strip, and everybody's on board Free Palestine. I have always said that I am in favor of a two-state solution. But I also know, and a lot of people don't believe this because they think that religion is just a hobby. But they don't know what religion means overseas. And so a two-state solution is the only solution here. In the same manner that countries had to give up land for the creation of Israel, because Israel is a very young nation. It's not the youngest nation. Croatia and Serbia are actually younger than Israel as far as country age is concerned. But after the World Wars, one of the things that came out of the World Wars was the creation of the nation of Israel. Now, I will say this. Israel, and this is my opinion, Israel is not the problem. Netanyahu is the problem. Most of the people in the United States had no problem with Israel as long as Netanyahu was not in power. And he was taken out of power once upon a time, but he regained that power. Sound familiar to the United States? That's all I'm going to say about that. You get rid of Netanyahu, Israel goes back to doing the same thing. Now, I will say this: Israel has a right to defend itself. It is a sovereign country. We can talk about atrocities all day long, but I will say this: something that my grandmother used to tell me: if you cut off the head of the snake dies. So you get rid of Netanyahu, the military will probably stand down. But remember, Israel's military takes its orders from Netanyahu. So I'm not going to fault Israel for doing what they're doing. I'll call it out. But people need to understand this is war. It is. It's war. As long as Israel exists, there will never be peace in the Middle East. Even if we give Palestine its own country, the Palestinians their own homeland, and I think we should, there will still never be peace in the Middle East. Just go ahead and create the country for the Palestinians. Let them fight with Israel until they just blow up this planet. Because until you understand the story and why the people in the Middle East hold on to these descendant stories that are biblically driven from the days of Abraham and how he lost faith in God, you will not understand why there won't be peace in the Middle East. But that's all I'm going to say about that. The main reason for this video was about Instagram rejecting my posts. But we'll talk later in the week. I have a lot of errands to run tomorrow, so I need to go to bed. I'm at that age now where Tomorrow, I have to go to the Allegra Westbrook Library on Beattysford Road to a Medicare seminar because I will be Medicare eligible next year. But apparently, there's stuff you have to do 6 months out, and my 6 month will be in November. So I just don't want to miss that. Because apparently, if you don't do something, there are consequences that can affect your Medicare plan and your Medicare Part B premium. But I need to go to that just in case I don't find a job before then. Because if I do find a job, I still have to enroll, but I can set aside Medicare and not enroll in the Part B. You're automatically enrolled in Part A, but then the insurance I get from the job will be primary. But that's another job in itself, and that's another video. So take care. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Heat and humidity are back. While you are taking care to wash your hands, soap and water, and washing your fruits and vegetables, make sure that you stay hydrated because the heat and humidity are back. And the extended forecast, the 90s are back tomorrow, and they'll be back for, it's just that time of year. It's just that time of year. And keep an umbrella with you, please. One of the funniest things I see downtown, and most people don't care, but it's just funny to me. There's some of the same people I see every day using public transportation like I do, especially when I go downtown to go to the gym, is that there's a pop-up shower, and I'm one of the few people that has an umbrella. Everybody else is just walking around with wet hair and wet clothes, either going to lunch or coming back from lunch, going back to work, and all of them are just drenched because they don't have an umbrella. You can get yourself a small, easy to carry, strong umbrella. Go to Temu, Amazon, wherever. Just get one. Just get one. It'll make your life a lot easier. That's my tip of the day. Take care. I'll see you on the next one.